So the newest movie in the zombie apocalyptic genre 28 years later dropped in theater. So of course, your boy's gonna review it, so get ready for the ride. First of all, this was the third movie in the famous 28 Days Later franchise. So the first question which comes to mind is, do we have to watch any of the previous films to have the full experience? I would say no. All the movies in the franchise are standalone films which are not part of an overarching story. This movie featured the return of Danny Doyle, who is the director of the original 28 Days Later. So of course, the expectations were sky high for this movie. I was personally very excited for this movie, but the $1 million question is, did this movie live up to the hype? I would say it's a tough no. The movie had the hard task of putting a climatic end to the original 28 Days Later trilogy while also setting up the reboot trilogy. The tone of the original 28 Days Later trilogy was a little more focused on the science fiction, where if even a person gets a single cut, then he will turn into the zombie. But in the reboot trilogy, the tone is more focused on zombie fights and big action. It was still a great movie which had a lot of good fight scenes, like this fight scene in the jungle, which was just great. The first half of the movie was very good, very solid, and it was built up to some great extent. But the second half didn't live up to the hype. As his performance in the movie was amazing. It was his first big movie and still he knocked it out of the park. It also featured the character of a soldier. It was a cameo kind of, but still very good. He nailed it. So much comedic gold, awesome. The story was okay, solid, but the ending just knocks it 2 points down. In my opinion, the ending was it was just the tone of the movie just fell off, and it was kind of more. They tried to portray it as a sacrifice, but it felt kind of a suicide in my opinion. So the ending wasn't good. I hope the reboot trilogy doesn't have the tone of the ending. But overall, this is a great movie which shows what the franchise is all about. Great big zombie fights and grounded storytelling. So if I have to rank all the franchise, so first I will put 28 Days Later, then I will put the original 28 Days Later, and then I will put this movie. It was a nice movie, 6 out of 10 solid work, but didn't match the other movies of the franchise. I hope the reboot trilogy lives up to with some blockbusters and great fight scenes. You can give it a try in the theater because the world building in this movie is top notch. But get ready for an upsetting ending. So guys, this is my first video on my channel, so please subscribe, share, and follow for future movies that I will review. There are a lot of blockbusters coming in July. I will review them all. So get ready for the experience. Subscribe!